Nothing to it, right? Before you put that down in there, wrap your threads here. I don't have waterline thread tape, so I'm just going to use cast line thread tape. Of course, your hoses come with rubber washers on them too. I don't like plumbing. Just taking these big washers and going up over the faucet. Alright. There's some old waterline pieces in there. I need to take these off right here. They're not going to do me any good. Water lines, guys, that's easy enough. Big end on the big end, small end to the turnoff. I'd like to see you fit under here, Shane. The wrong kind. Things so old they're not the right ones. Great. Just what I needed. Back to the hardware store. I had the right hoses. I just need these little adapter pieces. I got old ass plumbing in here. Tube nuts up top to connect your water lines to, guys, on your faucet. That's what holds your faucet in place. You can see the adapter I had to put in there. No leaks. Kinds of little fun pieces for the drain. Plumber's putty. Good stuff. Never leave home without it. Gonna roll me out of line here. See how that putty pushes right up and out of there. Big rubber washer goes on the bottom. One job I don't enjoy doing, folks, right here. Do not like it at all. Plumbing is not for me. Only do it because I have to. Got my drain piece in place. Normally you wouldn't do it this way, but I have to. I get my drain in place and make sure it hooks where it's got to go. No leaks. Only took me about 20 minutes of retightening and repositioning stuff. Did I say I hate plumbing? Despise it, guys. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to seal all along the tub. Anywhere on that bottom, I'm going to go up the corners, on top of the shelf, and up all these corner seams with clear silicone. Just ensure that if they crack because of weight shifting, that it's not going to leak into the walls. Make sure you do that. I'm also going to do the same at the baseboard, where the baseboard meets the floor, and down here along the tub, just to make sure any slopped water doesn't leak through. Get the good stuff that smells like vinegar, folks. Put in an oversized bowl for my big ass boys. My tile's a little bit out of whack in the back, so I got me a couple cabinet wedges, and I'm going to stick them in below the bowl so it doesn't lock any. Alright, and I want to beat a caulk around this too, obvious reasons. Gotta have that water supply. Hand tight only, guys. On the bottom part, you'll want to tighten it up. I'm not seeing any leaks. Or am I? Yeah, I got a leak right here. I just need to tighten that up a bit more. Alright folks, that's your leaking from that spot right there behind the handle. But we'll just have to wait and see if it stops leaking. It's an old house, I might have to replace that whole piece. I replaced my flush handle with an aftermarket one so it'll match the bath hardware a little bit better. My valve down there is still leaking just a little bit. I'm just going to let it go and see if it stops with the minerals in the water. Sometimes that happens. I like this, folks. The big old bowl. I'm going to have to get me one for downstairs. Just hit it with thread tape at both ends, guys. Screw it in the wall. You might want to use some pliers and a cloth so you don't scratch it up. It's alright, I just scratched it up with the excussion. I'll silicone this cap on later, but not until I check and see if it's going to leak or not. Hey y'all, on that shower head, I couldn't get it to tighten out, so I had to take this plastic screen out. It's really thick, and put in a regular wire screen from a faucet. I put a big circle of silicone underneath this plate. Bit pain ever getting it off, but they're pretty cheap if I have to ever replace it again. I don't trust water. I'm also going to run a bead of silicone around this because I don't trust water. And this piece I couldn't replace. I had to reuse. It's pretty beat up. It says a rubber seal on it. I'm still going to run me a bead of caulk around it. Like I said, I don't trust water. Same thing with my screw holes. I'm going to silicone everything up. I don't want anything leaking anywhere. I'm never going to have this problem again if I can help it. I filled my gap around my pipe with silicone in the wall. First making sure that I didn't need that gap for anything to go into. So I filled that up, and I also put a little bit of silicone around my pipe because the way this thing goes together, so you can't even tell if that's tightening or spinning. This collar's supposed to go through and line everything up. Now to see if it all works. There is a breather hole at the bottom, folks. You don't want to fill that in. I'm just covering it for stuff going down in. Alright, folks. I got to climb up here and drill a couple holes in the tile so we can put the shower rod up. 2 blue anchors, guys. And that's that. Still pour some small drop of water out in the wall. That's amazing. I've actually got water leaking out in between the thread tape and the pipe. Finally got it. And just had to give me a monkey wrench and monkey up on it and get it wedged in there good.